They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bulldogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Lacey. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Norton. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Turner. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Allen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team. Gashes him in the middle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they say this is a game of inches, just a few more inches in the field of play, and it would have been a big game. Instead, it's incomplete.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's racked up 92 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Nevada. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Harmon. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Takes a handoff. It's Allen. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
Catch in the middle, it's Branch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
He'll toss it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. The sure hands, it's Harmon. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Allen. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a first quarter they've already put together, up 21-3 and going for more. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Bell. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Hey, fourth down, I need a first down. What are the plays I do well? What do I do? What have I done well all through camp? What have I done well all throughout my career? Call those plays, have success, get the first down.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Bell. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on second and long. Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
With the catch, it's Harmon. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A low line drive and short kick. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking for a huge play. Touchdown, Dogs! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
But this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin City limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Marshall will be forced to punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Belt. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start...
Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that
play. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air. It's Stockton. Got a man. It's Thomas. Oh, he got loose. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unleashes one. He's got it. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling under it.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on 2nd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll run it from the gun. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Branch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Dogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely
Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top, and the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Turner. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Marshall will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have, the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touch pass on the run. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Roberts. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Marshall will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Bring in the heat. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Trying to get it in. Touchdown Bulldogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Looking for a crease, it's Roberts. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Marshall will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Special teams coming through.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Turner. Here comes the heat. This time it's complete.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top.
Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Let's go! They go to the ground. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To throw, it's Stockton. It's complete on the right side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Cincinnati pulled out a win today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those Bearcat players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Turner. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires. He makes a catch. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know,
a shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Marshall will be forced to punt.
Number 93 on to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse.
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And the Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He's got him. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.